So if you're able to join my live yesterday during the day, and I appreciate the people that did come out for that, I mentioned that I would be baffled if the Jays win one game. I thought they would honestly probably get swept just because of the how bad the offense is for the Blue Jays and how elite the offense is for the Orioles. But baseball is such a weird, crazy sport. I've mentioned before, the Orioles are the best team in the American League East. I don't know why people think the Yankees are. They're just not. The Orioles are the best team in the American League East and best team in the American League and possibly one of the better teams in baseball. And the Blue Jays went to Camden Yards today to start a 3-game set. And they had 9 position players available. Now, what do I mean by that? They had no bench guys. You wanted someone to run for Daniel Vogelbach? Not happening. You wanted someone to pinch hit for Daniel Vogelbach against the left? Not happening. You had nobody available. Dalton Varsho said it in the post-game interview with Hazel May. And he said, John told us before the game, he's like, you're the 9 guys. That's it. No pinch runner, no pinch hitters at all. You're our 9 guys. And I'm like, and you beat the Orioles 3-2 in extras? Like, what the hell was that? Jose Barrios and the Jays pitching staff were elite today, but the run prevention squad prevailed. Like, if you watch this game from start to finish, the amount of really crazy good defensive plays, I don't know, like Dalton Varsho robbing, was it Ryan O'Hearn at the wall? Just ridiculous catch. And then you had that really wonky Barrios play. It was like a strike 3, but it hit Mullins' foot and it kicks wide. And Barrios off balance, throws it to first. Vladdy had a little twinkle toes action to keep his foot on the bench. It's a weird play. Ernie Clement had a barehanded play that was gorgeous. Bo had a couple nice plays. I mean, it was really good defense all around by the Blue Jays today, matched with Jose Barrios' dominance. And you won a ball game, and the Orioles had 2 solo home runs from Adley Rutschman. They only had 1 other hit the entire game. That was just very weird to me. It really was. And what was even crazier is this. Adley Rutschman went deep off of Barrios in the 4th inning to make it a 1-0 game. Then Daniel Vogelbach comes up with 2 on and 2 out, I believe. And he hits a soft line single up the middle for a base hit, and Vladdy does a great job reading this ball, knowing it's going to drop. He goes from second to home, and we're tied at 1 in the 6th. But then the bottom half of the 6th inning, Adley comes up again. He hits another home run, his 8th of the season, and regains the lead 2-1. And if you're a Jays fan, you're going into the 7th inning down a run. It's curtains. It's curtains. But top of the 8th inning, they bring in Yennier Cano, which again, made sense. I know people are going to go after, it was the 9th. No. You're facing their best hitters. You want your best reliever. And Dalton Varsho drills one to right. And we're tied? Like, okay. I love my people. I love my friends. But let's settle down with the FaceTime calls. Y'all know what I'm doing right now. Anyways, Dalton Varsho goes deep. His team leading 7th home run of the year. He has been royally scuffling recently. And that was a massive home run in a massive spot off an insanely tough pitcher. And we're tied at 2. But again, not getting overexcited because we've seen this story before. Because they also had 2 on and 2 out, 2 on and 1 out, in that inning. Yeah, double play for Daniel Vogelbach. Like, it's not great. And then you go to the top of the 10th inning. And Jordan Romano, by the way, carves that was it 2-3-4? Was Adley, hold on, is Adley the 2-hitter or the leadoff guy? No, so it's 2-3-4 in the 9th inning. And does 9 pitches Romano throws in the 9th. You go to the top of the 10th inning. Ernie drops down a ridiculous bunt. And then he's safe at first. You got runners in the corners now, nobody out. What a job from Ernie Clement. And then Davis Schneider pops out in the infield, and Jays fans are like, clench butt cheeks, because we've seen this before. They're probably going to blow this and then get walked off. Well, Dalton Varsho, it's a ground ball in the 2nd, and Mateo has to dive, make the play, get the out at first. But in comes a run. In comes Kevin Biggio. And the Blue Jays have the lead for the first time today. It is 3-2 in extras. But again, we all know the extra inning rules. And scoring 1 run as the away team, it's not really great, right? And Jordan Romano goes out there for the 2nd inning. And thank God John didn't pull some fancy shit and say, there's a lefty coming up. Let's fire out Tim Meza or Genesis. No. Go to your best guy. He threw 9 pitches in the first inning of his outing. Let him go. And he did. And Jordan Romano gets the fly out to Kevin Biggio. Mountcastle tags and goes to third. And I'm sitting here like, I'm not getting too excited yet. Tying runs 90 feet away. And boy, I mean, he got Cowser just all over the place. Painting 97 up and away. And then coming with 98 right down the middle. Cowser was pissed. You see him yelling after that. He didn't pull the trigger. Romano's pumped, yelling into his glove after that because he knows he's one out away. One out away, and he gets Cedric Mullins to ground out to end the inning and to end the ball game. What a job from Romano. Varsho knocks in 2 runs in massive situations. Vladdy and Bo had great approaches at the plate today. They had 10 at-bats total. They got out twice. They were elite. Vladdy wasn't chasing a damn thing. I thought it was just an outstanding day for Vlad and Bo. Finally. Now, we do want to see some extra base hits because every single one of their hits were singles, but one step at a time. You love what you saw there. Team overall, what the Jays have? 3 runs on 8 hits today. The Orioles 2 runs on 3 hits. And let's go to the team stats. Davis Schneider, hold on a minute. Who everyone loves in the leadoff hole, including myself, but 0 for 5 with a strikeout. And if you're George Springer, you're like, that's my spot tomorrow, baby. And it's like, okay, fine. Dalton Varsho, 1 for 5 with a run scored, but had 2 RBIs, hit the big home run. I don't care if you go 1 for 5. If you're going to be clutch, I could care less. Vlad went 1 for 2. Yeah, he went 1 for 2 today with a run scored and walked twice and got intentionally walked after taking 2 pitches out of the zone. And that last at bat where they intentionally walked him, I loved Vladdy's approach. He wasn't going at that high fastball. The 2-0 count. And if you watch his feet, they never moved. He is locked in inside the batter's box, feet not moving. He's locked into Keegan Aiken, and he ain't moving. He is dialed in. And they're like, just put him on first. Like, not a chance. Technically, I guess it doesn't count as a walk, but 1 for 2 with 2 walks. I thought he was awesome tonight. The approach was there. Really like what I saw. Bo Bichette, 3 for 4. 3 singles, 2 of which off of Corbin Burns. Very good. And he also walked once and stole a base. Bo Bichette walked in a game and also had 3 hits. I'm not getting too excited, but that is beautiful to see. The rest of the lineup, Daniel Vogelbach 1 for 3 with an RBI, and he walked once, so I guess that's a positive you take from that. Ernie Clement 2 for 4, albeit neither of which left the infield, but who the hell cares? Scoreboard, 8 hits total for the Blue Jays, 4 strikeouts, walked 4 times. They were just really good. They were pesky at the plate. Jose Barrios was dynamite. After his rough last start against the Philadelphia Phillies, he went out there today and went 7 innings of 3 hit ball. 2 runs. Obviously, both hits were off of Adley Rutschman's bat. 4 strikeouts, walked 1. Just super efficient. And then your 2 guys that you trust the most out of the bullpen, Jimmy Garcia, yet again, just elite stuff. An inning pitched, struck out the side, just unhittable. It's such a beautiful thing to watch. It's just art. And Jordan Romano, possible future Oriole, we've heard the reports today. He goes 2 innings, walks 1 guy, but gets a strikeout. No hits allowed. He was dominant. And the Jays win a ball game where they have 9 guys who are able to play. I just don't get it. I really don't, but it's baseball. Now, game 2 of the series goes tomorrow night again, 6:35 first pitch at Camden Yards. Chris Bassitt and Kyle Bradish. Chris Bassitt was great in his last start against the Phillies. Kyle Bradish has been great against the Blue Jays all the time. So we'll see how that goes tomorrow night as the Blue Jays, I don't know. I mean, I don't expect them to win the next 2 games. Can they maybe win 1 and win this series? Like, I never did think it was possible, but it kind of is. When you win the first game, it definitely makes it possible, but I don't expect it. So we'll see what happens. You need the offense to score more than 3 runs. The Orioles going 2 runs on 3 hits. Yeah, that ain't happening tomorrow or the next day. So the Jays offense needs to be better. Kyle Bradish has been great. Chris Bassitt's Chris Bassitt. I don't know what to expect tomorrow, but you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and the win today, because you were scratching my head you were scratching my head. No, scratching your own head like I was scratching my own head. That's where I was going with that. Hit that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys not done so already. Comment down below. Thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Blue Jays? Twitter, Discord, Instagram, and of course TikTok is down below. So follow up there if you haven't done so already. And I will talk to you guys, I guess, just Days Edition. We're waiting for the NBA draft to happen. So that's really the next thing for them and for the Leafs. I'll be doing a season review, off-season preview in the next week or so. Kind of maybe the next off day for the Blue Jays. All right. So you know what, guys? Next up for the Blue Jays, Game 2, 3-game set in Baltimore against the O's. Kyle Bradish, Chris Bassitt is the pitching matchup tomorrow evening, 6:35 first pitch there. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Hope you enjoyed the video and the win today. Talk to you guys then.